tell you this, and this is a true story. When I went after Doc, if you watch, he was on the sideline running, and I kind of broke at him. And I knew it was Dr. J, and I knew he was the all-time greatest dunker. But I was saying in my mind, Dr. J's going to the hoop. In my mind, I was setting myself for the greatest block ever. And had I been able to get there, because by the time I got to the rim, he was on me like this. That's why I ducked and got away. But had I been able to get there and get turned, that you know what? We'd be talking about a whole different thing. But you know what?
I mean, you know,
Doctor, and I talked to Doc about it. I had him on my show. I have a podcast, Showtime with Coop, and brought Doc on. I said, Doc, you know, why do you have to do that? And he said, Coop, man, that's what I do. But, you know, I always say this: if you're gonna get dunked on, be dunked on by the best, not some scrub off the
100%. I was just
end of the bench.
100%. I was gonna say that. Like, if you're gonna get dunked on, it might as well be the most iconic dunk of NBA history. I mean, that was. It's so funny because a little kid, I remember seeing that. I never knew it was you underneath him until later on. And then I think it was my brother. Like, that was
technically, I wasn't underneath them. I was underneath them.
Yeah, I had to bring that up. My buddy Jay texted me. He's like, ask Coop about that dunk. I was laughing. So
I'm gonna say this too about that dunk. You know what? I get paid whenever they show that dunk or stuff like that. I get a paycheck from that because they can't show it. They can't show it without paying Doc. And I know they had that, I guess, what was it, a bourbon or whiskey? It was like about maybe 5-6 years ago. I received a nice check from that. But you know what? My kids were like, Dad, we don't want this money because I'd rather for you not to have gotten dunked on. I said, man, listen, that's basketball. That happens. But I tell you this, had I been able to get up and get turned, and I always wish this in the back of my mind, and if I could replay that over, if I could have got turned, that would have been the greatest block of all time.
Yeah, would have.
Might have broke my hand, but I'd have been blocking it, so my wrist.